EK Java tutorials. In this video tutorial, we'll learn how to write a parameterized test using this annotation add method source annotation. Yeah. So let's jump into the Eclipse and there we'll understand this concept, right? So here one thing you have to keep in mind, add method source allows you to refer to one or more factory methods of the test class or external classes. What do you mean by this? Let's try to understand by elaborating this test case. So here you can see I have written a parameterized test and I'm using add method source, and here what you see in the double quotes, that is nothing but this is the method which provides data to complete this parameterized test, right? This is the real source test, this is the real source for to provide the test data. So few things you have to keep in mind while defining the this factory method, which is basically serving as a source method for this parameterized test case. So this is called basically, first of all, factory method, and that we can write either within the test class, and that has to be a static. That must has to be a static, unless the test class is annotated with add instance, add test instance. So if you don't want to declare this method as static, then you have to annotate this class as add test instance, and there you have to provide the life cycle as per class, then you can make it non-static as well. Yeah, so these things you have to keep in mind. Again, the factory method in the external classes must always be static. In addition, such factory methods must not accept any argument. This factory method has to not accept any argument, and of course this method you can define in the external class as well, right? If you specify in the external class, that has to be static. Let's say run this application and see how it works. So I'm going to run this test case only. So if I look into the test case, so this test has ran 3 times for 3 inputs, right? So 3 fruits name I have provided, and here you can see the return type of this factory method is stream, right? Now here you can see so here this method name and this parameter both are same, right? That you have to keep in mind. Let's say if you don't want to provide this name, right, at all, right, then what you have to do, basically that I have shown in the second test case. So if your test method as well as this factory method, right, both are same, you don't need to specify the basically this factory method in the bracket. So here you can see this test method and this one are same, and this is local to this class only, and that's why I have declared as static. So if I run, this should also work perfectly fine. Yeah, so here you can see this is executed twice for these 2 input, and it is test cases has been passed, right? So I'm just checking assert not null. So this parameter is passing one by one and checking whether this passed parameter is not supposed to be null, and that's why I'm going to check by assert not null. Now next test case, let's say if you have defined your test factory method in external class, right? So there is some constraint you have to keep in mind. If you define your factory method in external class, that has to be static and that has to return a stream, right? And after that you can specify your qualified name of your basically method, right? So this is the qualified name of method, and now in that way also you can define your factory method in external class. But their advantage is that if you define in the external class, then that may be used by the some other class as well. That's the advantage, right? And if I run this has to run as well. So it is getting failed, I don't know why. Method shows what is saying could not find factory method. Let me check. Okay guys, so here I have just specified the qualified name of class, but I was supposed to specify the qualified name of this method. So how we can, so just right click over here, copy qualified name and come to the test class, and here just you need to paste it. but here you don't need to give parentheses, and package and method name should be separated with the hash, right? Once you do these things, then let's run. Now I'm going to run only this test. Let's see. Yeah, it is work, right? So this ran 3 times because this factory method has 3 parameters, right? Now if I come down, then here also you can run a parameterized test using at method source for range of the numbers. Right here you can see I have specified the method name as number range, right? And I have used int stream. You can use int stream, double stream, all the streams you can use, and here I have used range, so 0 to 15. So that means this will start from the 0 till n minus 1 till 14, right? And this is going to skip first 10 numbers, means 0 to 9 is going to skip. And of course this factory method I have provided as a method source, so this test is going to call from 10 to 14, and this is going to pass, right? I have used assert not equals, so here we are going to pass starting from the basically 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14, right? So let's run this and check it out how it works. So all the test cases have been passed, and here you can say it's starting from 10 to 14. This has been executed. Now initially what I had discussed, guys, when you define this class as an internal class, then you have to define as a static, right? Let's say if I remove this static, then how it behaves. Compile time, no problem. If I run this this class, this test case, then it is saying test has been failed, right? And you'll get the very good error. This is saying, of course, this is not permitted, and that's the reason it is throwing an error. But still you want to make it non-static, this method, right? Then what you can do, so what you can do on class level, what you have to do, here you have to add instance, you have to specify, and in bracket what you have to give, you have to give per class, right? And if I run that method again after specifying this, I'm going to run this method again. So here you can see now test method has ran, right? If you specify static, then basically you don't need to do these things you have to keep in mind, right? But if you define your source method or factory method as external class, then it has to be a static, that you have to keep in mind. And there is also advantage, you can use this source method or factory method for various parameterized test cases, right? So that's all I want to discuss in this video tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoy learning this video, guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.